Prince William made a secret decision inside Kensington Palace that even Charles wasn't told about, and it's now shaking the monarchy from the inside out. In one closed-door meeting, William drew a line, rejecting outdated traditions and declaring the royal system must evolve or collapse. That moment changed everything. The decision no one saw coming. Behind closed doors at Kensington Palace, Prince William made a quiet decision that may go down as one of the most pivotal in royal history. No cameras, no fanfare, just a closed-door meeting with a handful of senior aides and a few trusted advisors from Queen Elizabeth's inner circle. King Charles was reportedly left out, at least at first. William's message was direct. The monarchy, as it stands, must evolve, or collapse. He reportedly told those closest to him, "This is the line I draw. If we don't evolve, we crumble." The conversation wasn't about a single policy or appearance. It was about breaking away from traditions that William sees as cold, outdated, and disconnected. For the first time, he took deliberate steps to redraw the monarchy's internal map, and to do it on his own terms. That day marked the start of something radical but quiet. A shift in power, not in title. William wasn't grabbing the crown. He was rewriting the rules that define it. And while few outside the walls of Kensington Palace knew it then, that one decision had already set the future of the monarchy on a completely different course. Dismantling the firm, William's plan to rebuild from within. For years, the royal family has operated like a corporate empire, known internally as the firm. But Prince William has made it clear that model is over. Royal sources confirm he's quietly working to dismantle the outdated structure from the inside, starting with how duties are assigned and who actually performs them. William wants a monarchy that is lean, modern, and driven by impact, not optics. Under his plan, lesser-known royals, including Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, may soon lose their public funding and royal duties. It's nothing personal. William simply sees no place for part-time royals, who appear at events but carry little long-term public value. "This isn't a family business," he reportedly told one aide. "It's a national institution, and it has to act like one." This bold stance puts him on a collision course with King Charles, who still values tradition, hierarchy, and a tightly controlled royal inner circle. But William isn't interested in playing by old rules. He wants to rebuild the monarchy from within, not as a gilded relic, but as something relevant, efficient, and accountable. It's not rebellion, it's renovation, and it's already underway. Saying no to the palace power players. Prince William knows where the real control in the monarchy lives, and it's not always with the monarch. For decades, a tight network of senior courtiers, private secretaries, and long-serving insiders have quietly shaped royal messaging, strategy, and even access to the public. Now, William is dismantling that power base, piece by piece. Royal sources confirm that he's been sidelining key figures who once held enormous influence under Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles. Some served for decades, operating behind the scenes with little oversight, but huge sway over decisions. William has made it clear, their time is over. He's begun replacing them with modern advisors, many of whom come from outside royal circles. His new team reportedly includes charity leaders, digital strategists, and community organizers, voices grounded in real-world experience, not royal tradition. The message is unmistakable. This is no longer the old court. One longtime royal aide, once considered untouchable, was reportedly dismissed without a farewell meeting. Others were shocked to find themselves suddenly excluded from briefings and planning sessions. "He's not being rude. He's being deliberate," said one insider. "William doesn't want a palace built on deference. He wants a team built on relevance." This isn't just a staffing shuffle. It's a silent revolution, targeting the shadowy structure that has protected, and at times controlled, the royal family for generations. Under the old system, courtiers often acted as gatekeepers, crafting narratives and shielding royals from the outside world. But William doesn't want to be shielded. He wants to be connected, and that means cutting out the middlemen. He reportedly told one advisor, "If you need 10 layers of people to tell the public what you stand for, then you don't really stand for anything." The shift hasn't gone unnoticed. Some traditionalists within the palace view William's actions as disrespectful to the crown's legacy, even borderline reckless. After all, these power players didn't just run logistics. They were the architects of royal image. But William sees it differently. To him, the monarchy isn't a brand to be polished. It's a public institution that needs rebuilding. And he doesn't want to wait until he's king to do it. By stripping away the layers of old guard influence, William is taking ownership of his future reign now. Every quiet dismissal, every new hire, every reshaped protocol is a signal. He's not just inheriting the system, he's reprogramming it. It's happening behind thick palace walls, with no public statement, no drama, just action. And for a monarchy that has long operated in whispers and tradition, William's silent restructuring is the loudest message yet. The old way is done. Protecting Kate first. A strategic shift in power. Behind every major decision Prince William makes, there's a quiet constant: Catherine. Far from being a passive royal wife, Kate Middleton has become the centerpiece of William's modern monarchy, and he's making sure she's protected, prioritized, and positioned to lead. According to insiders, one of William's earliest moves in his private restructuring was to rebuild the monarchy's image around Catherine. He believes she represents everything the royal family must become: graceful, relatable, loyal, and quietly powerful. And he's made it clear: Kate comes first. He's reportedly instructed palace communications to reframe public messaging, making Catherine the symbol of continuity and the face of the monarchy's future. Unlike previous royal eras, where queens consort were kept in the background, William sees Kate as a full partner, not a supporting act. Internally, her influence is already growing. Sources confirm that Kate now plays a significant role in Duchy of Cornwall operations, especially in areas involving family welfare, housing, and early childhood initiatives. She's not just attending meetings, she's helping shape royal policy. "She's the quiet architect of this next chapter," said one senior aide. "William trusts her instincts more than anyone else's. And he's not taking any chances." After years of tabloid attacks, whisper campaigns, and comparisons to Diana, William has taken concrete steps to shield Kate from further personal or political crossfire. That includes limiting her exposure to controversial royal figures, especially Camilla, and carefully controlling her public engagements. He wants a unified front, not rival courts, not competing narratives. It's a clear contrast from Charles and Camilla, who operate with separate staff, separate media relationships, and at times, conflicting agendas. William and Kate, they move as one. Even within the royal household, their joint decision-making is setting a new precedent. Staffers are no longer briefed by William's team or Kate's team. They report to a shared vision. This strategic shift is bigger than optics. It's about laying the foundation for a new kind of monarchy, one where the future Queen Catherine isn't just smiling on balconies, but leading behind the scenes. William knows the public's trust hinges on relatability. And with Kate, he sees the perfect bridge between tradition and transformation. In protecting her, promoting her, and placing her at the center of his reform, he's not just securing her legacy. He's redefining what power inside the palace actually looks like. Refusing the throne, for now. In a move that stunned even his closest advisors, Prince William has reportedly refused to engage in serious talks about an early transition to kingship. Despite King Charles floating the idea of a phased handover, William made his position clear. Let him reign. I'll prepare. For a royal born into duty, this wasn't an act of defiance. It was strategic restraint. William doesn't want the throne handed to him under pressure or public fatigue. He wants to earn it, not inherit it in a rush. According to insiders, Charles has quietly expressed interest in gradually passing more day-to-day responsibilities to William, perhaps even stepping back in ceremonial stages. But William has declined those discussions for now, focusing instead on rebuilding the monarchy from the ground up. "He's not chasing the crown, he's preparing the institution," said one royal source. This refusal has done more for his image than any official title ever could. Public support for William has soared, with many praising his duty-first approach. Rather than appear eager or power-hungry, he's seen as measured, mature, and deeply aware of what the role demands. But not everyone in the palace is at ease. Charles, while respecting his son's stance, is said to feel increasingly overshadowed. With William's popularity growing and his quiet reforms gaining momentum, there's a sense that the monarchy is evolving around him, even without the crown on his head. Some insiders have described a subtle tension, a father still reigning, but a son already leading. And that tension is only likely to grow, because every time William takes a step back from the throne, he takes a bigger step forward in redefining what the monarchy actually is. He's not playing the waiting game, he's building something new. So when the crown does come, it lands on a system ready to serve, not just survive. Refusing the throne for now isn't hesitation. It's leadership in its most deliberate form. Breaking the silence on tabloid deals. Prince William has drawn a line, and this time, it's aimed directly at the press machine that has long fueled royal drama. For the first time, insiders reveal he's taken steps to cut off secret tabloid deals that once served as tools of power and protection inside the palace. Sources close to the situation say William is privately furious about the historic media relationships maintained by King Charles and Camilla, especially during the Diana years when leaks, favors, and strategic narratives damaged his mother's legacy. Now, William is putting an end to it. He's reportedly ordered a full audit of royal media relations, demanding clarity on which press outlets receive private briefings, who authorizes them, and what is being shared. One aide described the mood inside the palace as nervous and tense, because for years, this is how things got done. But William doesn't want secret deals. He wants accountability. He's told close advisors that the monarchy can't survive another generation of spin over substance. And if that means losing favor with certain outlets or enduring harsher headlines in the short term, so be it. "We can't build trust with whispers and exclusives," he reportedly said. "We build it by being better." This directly challenges the PR model Charles and Camilla used for decades, one that leaned heavily on relationships with powerful editors and carefully timed stories to manage public image. William sees that approach as toxic, outdated, and ultimately damaging to the royal brand. It's a bold move, and one that's already caused quiet tension between households. William's stance is clear. No more anonymous sources, no more deals with tabloids, and no more behind-the-scenes messaging wars. Instead, he's pushing for a press strategy rooted in transparency, direct communication, and earned credibility, not manipulated headlines. For a monarchy that has lived and died by media perception, it's a massive shift. But for William, the goal isn't better press. It's a clean break from a broken system, one that hurt his mother, divided his family, and nearly destroyed the public's faith in the institution. And this time, he's not whispering. He's setting a new standard, loud, clear, and irreversible. Redefining royal wealth and accountability. Prince William is quietly rewriting one of the monarchy's most guarded rules: how royal wealth is handled, and who gets to see it. As the new Duke of Cornwall, William controls an estate worth over £1 billion, generating £24 million a year in untaxed income. But instead of hiding behind centuries of royal secrecy, insiders say he's preparing to do something no royal has done before: open the books. William has reportedly ordered a top-to-bottom review of the Duchy of Cornwall's finances, with discussions underway about introducing public oversight or charitable redistribution of a portion of its profits. The goal? Demystify royal privilege and prove the monarchy can serve, not just spend. If we expect support, we have to earn it, William told close aides, according to palace sources. For generations, royal wealth has existed in a legal gray zone, protected by tax exemptions, trust loopholes, and layers of secrecy. Even Parliament has limited power to investigate how Crown finances flow behind the scenes. King Charles fiercely defended that privacy during his time managing the duchy. But William sees it differently. He believes the only way to keep the monarchy relevant in a modern era is through radical accountability. This means new public reports, transparent charitable giving, and the potential to reinvest estate profits into social initiatives, especially those tied to mental health, housing, and early childhood, the same causes William and Kate have championed for years. One former royal finance advisor called the move unprecedented and risky. But that's exactly the point. William wants to break with entitlement culture and show the public that the royals can give back in real terms, not just cut ribbons and pose for portraits. This model stands in sharp contrast to Charles, who still guards parts of royal wealth behind legal protections and old customs. William's version of monarchy is different. Less velvet, more transparency, less ceremony, more credibility. He's not just adjusting the royal image, he's changing how the institution earns its respect. And it starts with the one thing the palace has never willingly surrendered: control over the money. The royal children, raised for a different throne. Prince William isn't just reshaping the monarchy for himself. He's building something radically different for the next generation. George, Charlotte, and Louis are being raised under a new royal philosophy, one rooted in identity before duty. Gone are the days of princes raised in palaces and polished for photo ops. Insiders say William and Kate are intentionally stripping away titles, rituals, and pressure, at home and in public. At school, Prince George is simply George. No HRH, no special treatment, just a kid among classmates. William wants his children to grow up knowing who they are before they know what they are, said a close family friend. He's reportedly told aides that George will be encouraged to serve in the military or work in the real world before ever taking on royal duties. Charlotte and Louis will have similar freedom to explore, learn, fail, and choose. There are even talks of delaying formal royal duties for all three until they're old enough to choose their roles themselves, a major break from tradition that placed young royals in the spotlight as early as age 5. William's goal is clear: end the cycle of royal children raised to serve, but not live. The trauma he endured after Diana's death, the pressure of constant public exposure, and the rigid expectations of royal life left scars, ones he refuses to pass down. Kate, too, is deeply involved in shaping this new approach. She focuses on mental health, emotional development, and giving the children a sense of normalcy, even within their extraordinary circumstances. It's a far cry from previous royal parenting. There are no nannies in uniforms, no grand palace nurseries, no press-friendly photo calls on command. The children are growing up in Adelaide Cottage, walking to school, playing in the garden, and learning from parents who are rewriting the royal rulebook. Even their exposure to royal events is carefully controlled. They appear rarely, and only when it makes sense. There are no forced smiles or rehearsed waves, only moments that feel genuine and age-appropriate. William doesn't want them to inherit a throne built on expectation. He wants them to inherit a purpose. A sense that royalty isn't about status, but service. In doing so, he's not just preparing George to be a different kind of king. He's preparing all three to be fully formed individuals, not royal robots. It's a quiet revolution, one happening at breakfast tables, school gates, and bedtime routines. And if it works, it won't just change their lives. It will change the monarchy forever. Cutting off the drama: Harry, Camilla, and the royal divide. In the face of rising pressure and royal chaos, Prince William has made one of his firmest decisions yet. No more reconciliation attempts with Prince Harry, for now or possibly ever. Sources close to William say he has fully accepted that Harry made a conscious, permanent break from the royal family through Spare, the Netflix series, and repeated public interviews. And while the wounds may be emotional, William sees the damage as irreversible. He's not angry anymore, one insider said. He's focused, the door's closed, and he's moved on. Behind the scenes, William has refused all invitations to engage in family summits, peace talks, or private outreach. There's been no Zoom calls, no texts, no secret birthday olive branches. For him, this isn't about grudge holding, it's about protecting the future. That protection includes Kate, who has taken the brunt of tabloid narratives and accusations from Harry and Meghan's side. William has now shielded her completely from any further personal attacks, refusing to allow her to be drawn into more drama. And when it comes to Camilla, William is keeping his distance. Appearances are strictly formal. There are no joint initiatives, no behind-the-scenes coordination, and no signs of a warming relationship. Insiders say he still harbors quiet resentment over Camilla's rise, and how much of it was built through media manipulation, often at Diana's expense. It's not hostility. It's cold detachment. William is deliberately avoiding the emotional traps that once kept the royal family tangled in dysfunction. No more back and forths. No more passive-aggressive briefings. He's cut through the noise, and he's focusing only on what lies ahead. This quiet but unshakable stance sends a powerful message. The past will not be cleaned up, revisited, or re-explained. William is focused on the monarchy his children will inherit, not the one fractured by sibling rivalry and step-family politics. And by removing himself from the drama, he's doing exactly what the monarchy has failed to do for decades: draw a line and finally move forward. What this means for the future of the monarchy. Prince William's secret decision wasn't made for headlines, it was made for survival. And now, with the pieces in place, one thing is clear. He's not waiting to be king to lead. From dismantling outdated royal structures to elevating Kate as the monarchy's emotional anchor, William has quietly begun redesigning the institution from the inside out. This isn't cosmetic change. It's a full recalibration, one that values purpose over performance, substance over spectacle, and service over ceremony. He's reduced the inner circle, ended secret media deals, and drawn a hard line between the future he wants to build and the past he refuses to repeat. By doing so, William has created a parallel monarchy, one grounded in transparency, action, and quiet strength. King Charles, though still reigning, now faces a reality he didn't expect. His son is not just preparing for the throne. He's operating as though he already holds it. And with each bold move William makes, that shadow grows larger. Royal watchers are already calling this the most significant shift in royal strategy since Diana entered the family. But this time, the change isn't coming from the outside, it's rising from the heart of the institution itself. Some fear William's reforms could fracture tradition, creating tension among senior royals and allies of the old guard. But others believe this is the monarchy's only path forward, an institution no longer built on mystique, but earned relevance. He's reshaping the crown, not with speeches, but with structure, one palace aide said. The monarchy's next chapter won't be decided by age or bloodline alone. It will be written by vision, restraint, and the kind of leadership William is already demonstrating. This is not a prince in waiting. This is a king in motion. William's unseen decision has already begun reshaping the monarchy's future, shifting power away from old courtiers and toward a modern, accountable royal structure. By protecting Kate, rejecting tabloid politics, redefining royal wealth, and refusing an early coronation, he's carving out a monarchy built on purpose, not performance. This quiet revolution places William years ahead of the throne, operating with the confidence and clarity of a leader who knows exactly where the crown must go next. Whether Charles welcomes it or not, the royal family is entering a new era, one driven not by tradition, but by William's bold vision for survival.